a lot of people really, they only have the basement level of understanding, but you really have to create a foundation or a basement before you build a house. A lot of people are really interested in your grip fighting system, and I've studied it. I've studied it the best that I could. I have pretty good knowledge of it. A lot of people have purchased the your Grip Like a World Champion series that you did with Todd Bray. You and I also did the Underground Grip Fighting Secrets DVD set, which a lot of people have chosen to invest in for those who are concerned about taking their grip fighting to the next level. But kind of explain how your gripping system has, if it has at all changed based upon the new rules by the IJF. I guess we got to talk about the new rules first, kind of.
Well, certainly the judo's a dynamic, ever-evolving sport, and they have come out with a new set of rules that basically says that you're not allowed to touch or attack below the waist with your hands without initiating another technique first. What that means is that the double leg is out, kataguruma is out. Leg picks or crotch picks, all those are out of the sport essentially, at least for the time being. And the only time you can grab a leg, like do a teguruma, is if somebody or a sakuyanagi, is if somebody attacks you first and does like an uchimata or hara, then you can grab the leg from there. Or if you initiate a throw like ouchigari or kouchigari, that you can then grab the leg and finish the technique. But you have to initiate a standing throw first. What that means is, to me, in my interpretation, is that means that gripping is ever more important in the game, because before, if you got out-gripped, you could make a half-hearted, kataguruma-like attack and bail out of the situation, and if you broke your opponent's balance, then you wouldn't get a penalty. Well, now, if you're out-gripped and you're not allowed to attack the legs or feint an attack at the legs, then there's two options: stand there and get thrown, or drop to your knees and accept a penalty. Because as soon as you start to bend over or start to even crouch, you're going to get hit. And if you get out of position, and then so you're getting thrown or you're getting a penalty. Right. So gripping becomes ever more important at this point in time, in my opinion, than it ever was.
Without a doubt, and those who didn't really grasp the game fully, and I don't mean within its understanding, but within its application, they still had an opportunity. Like people like me, I could still play within the no-handed judo range and fake the double leg or do the double leg or fake it and get my hands on the gi first, which allowed me to kind of creep into the range or the realm of looking like a good gripper. You understand what I'm saying? When I wasn't really as good as I needed to be at the time, you can use those double leg attacks and things like that to make your gripping look good. But when they remove that out, you're stuck with standing there, and your iterations and your systems that you're using in terms of gripping, they have to be tight. They have to be very good.
Yeah, I think that the biggest change for especially people that have been competing for years is that you're not going to be allowed to bail on anything.
Right.
Because as soon as you start to bail, you're either going for the legs, which is going to be, one time is going to be a penalty, second time is automatic disqualification. Or you're going to have to stand there and learn how to defend throws. Stand up and do judo, essentially.
Right.
And if you look at the results, from the Junior World Championships, which was a test event for this new set of rules, man, Asian judo and Japanese judo is back. They're going to be back in. They had a very poor World Championships on the senior level with the old rules.
And at the cadet worlds, they struggled some.
Now with the new set of rules, the new set of rules, which is essentially stand up and do judo, they cleaned house at the Junior World.
Right, they did. And you know what Asian country really had a tough time? Mongolia. Mongolia perfected that whole double leg system, and that I mean, not even the firemen or the kataguruma. I mean, they perfected how to use that Morote Gari and throw it into the judo game, and along with their grip fighting. But when that was out of the realm of choices, it really changed the color on the medal stand.
Yep, absolutely.
I tell you what, it's I learned a lot more about grip fighting after I was done competing. Some stuff that I wish I would have known before, but I guess that's the cliche. If I knew then what I know what I know now. The one thing that I can really tell the individuals who are listening, if you don't have, and this isn't a sales piece here. I'm just talking about developing your judo and developing your dojo. If you don't have access to the right or the best information, there's absolutely no way for you to get better. I mean, at all. Just think about what Jimmy was saying earlier in the conversation. Where Ronda Rousey's going. She is going to Japan where she can get access to the best training partners possible. She has the best coaches possible. She has people who are going to analyze her tapes. She has people who are going to actually pay attention to what it is that she needs to do in order to excel. And she has individuals who are going to look at her grip fighting and improve it over the years. That is a place where you want to be. But if you don't really learn the game of gripping or grip fighting, there's nothing that anyone can improve or help you with. And I want to see everybody develop. I want to see everybody get better. And Jimmy and I had the opportunity to he attended nationals, I attended junior nationals, and we can see the people in the United States who have been introduced to your material and your father's grip fighting clinics, and we can see the people who haven't clearly.
Without question.
Right. It's like the information that is out right now on the Grip to Win audio CD series and Grip Like a World Champion Underground Grip Fighting Series, it has changed the landscape of American Judo. I don't care what anybody says. I've had people who have emailed me that and told me that. I mean, the information that you've designed and that I put out there with you absolutely has changed the landscape of American Judo, and it is starting to penetrate and permeate the fabric of the Judo Society as a whole.
Well, and my goal is to take it 3 steps further and to create a foundation and a system for all to develop judoka throughout the entire country, from a Newaza perspective, from a Tachiwaza perspective, from a strength and conditioning and training and preparation perspective, educating coaches so that they can produce better players, and finally, and more importantly, is to help these people with a business system so they can run a dojo and make some money doing it. And when we have professional dojos with, where every school in the country is like a Pedro's Judo Center that has, 200 athletes from the age of 5 till the Olympic superstars, all training and doing judo on a regular basis and making judo their sport, then we're going to have a good program. Right now, the USA ranks in the top 20 in the world as far as overall number of Olympic medals that have been won. When we look at the record books, I think we fall at 17. We're ranked 17th in the world in terms of the number of medals we've won in Olympic competition. Well, we have 1/10,000th the number of players that some of these other countries have, and yet we're still competing with them. So if we can get to the point where we have a lot of professional coaches and a lot of professional dojos, and we've got more people in our system, then I have no doubt we're going to win more medals. And so I'm trying to work and develop a coaching program, as you know, with you, as well, and an online training program where these people can access this information all the time so that they can then take it